and welcome back to my channel. Second channel, whatever it happens to be. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different, something I've never done before, and to be honest, something I'm a little nervous about doing. I'm doing my first makeup tutorial. You're gonna see a lot of dirty products. I didn't clean anything before this video. I also didn't clean any of my makeup brushes because I don't do that enough. So there's that. How many of you actually even clean your makeup brushes on a regular basis? Like, by show of hands. And a couple things we should note up front. One, I have no idea what I'm doing. I am not a makeup artist. I don't know a whole lot about any of these products. All I know is that I'm a mom and I have a limited amount of time, but I still don't want my face to look weird. For me, these last few months I've kind of been gravitating towards a really light smoky eye with really light coverage when it comes to foundation and concealer. Just a gentle, little bit of blush, little bit of bronzer for some contour. And the reason I gravitate towards such a light coverage look is because I don't pay attention to my face throughout the day and I don't have to freaking fungus gnats, dude. And I don't want to have to worry about touching up my face or anything, so if the makeup starts to wear away, that's okay with me because my natural skin is coming through and it doesn't look like this really huge difference between a heavy full coverage and my normal skin. So this has been my go-to look, one, because it's fast. And I ain't got time for that. And two, because I don't want to have to worry about keeping it up throughout the day. For normal day-to-day life, this is what I do. This is my face. So if you guys are interested in seeing a little bit more, then go ahead and keep on watching. Why do we say that? Why do we say keep on watching? Like, are you gonna stop? YouTubing is hard. I've already gone ahead and moisturized my face using my Tucker Ashley moisturizer, which you guys saw during Vlogmas, and a couple drops of this Rosehip Oil. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna start off with BareMinerals Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. Just putting a little bit of that on my fingers. I am going to apply that all over my face. And of course, bringing it down the neck because no one wants that makeup line. The least attractive thing ever. Also, just like a quick forewarning, if the lighting changes at all, it's because it's raining today and then it's randomly sunny, so like, now taking my obscenely dirty beauty blender from Real Techniques, I am just gonna blend all of that in as much as possible. Even though it's a pretty light coverage, I'm just gonna blend it in anyways. Next, I'm gonna go in with one of my holy grail products, which is Tarte Shape Tape, which of course, everyone on the internet is talking about. They're still talking about it. I'm still on board. And one thing that I struggle with a lot, as you can probably see on camera, is some pretty decent discoloration with my under eyes and my eyelids. So I like to use this as both a concealer and then a primer for my eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with my finger and just kind of blend that out using my ring finger so as to not pull the skin too much. Carry that up to my brow bone just a little bit because I do get a little bit of redness up there. And I don't have to highlight my brow bone later, so we're just gonna kind of do it right now. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna go back in with the blender, beauty blender, not like a normal kitchen blender, and blend that in. There. That's a little bit better. Even though you can kind of still see some of the darkness around my eyes, I just kind of live with it because I have to. So there. And now I'm gonna go in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I'm gonna use the little sponge that they provide and just kind of lightly bake my under eyes. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Neutrogena Mineral Shears Loose Powder Foundation. This big floofy kabuki brush from e.l.f. and just kind of use that to set everything. And I also use it to kind of help blend the color difference between the concealer and the rest of my face. So it makes it look like more of a gentle color difference instead of like white, brown, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take this pretty flat brush. It actually came with the Neutrogena powder, but I don't use it for that. I actually use it for a little bit of cheekbone contouring. And as you can see, this thing has been well loved. This is the travel size. Because I'm too cheap to go out and buy the big size. And then I'm just gonna go a little bit under my cheekbone and just lightly contour it. That's showing up so much more in camera. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend that sucker out because that's a bit much for me. And I carry it up just a little bit because I don't like it to be like a line of contour. That's not bad. Next, moving on to blush. I have this e.l.f. blush palette that is really clean. You're welcome. I'm gonna go in with this color right here, just that light peachy tone. That peachy tone blends in really well with the overall bronzed effect. And because I'm a blending fanatic, I want everything to look as natural as possible, I'm gonna go back in with that kabuki brush with nothing on it this time and just kind of soften everything up a bit. Nose contour, because I got a giant schnoz, y'all, and I'm coming to grips with it, but it's still not my favorite thing in the world. Like, it's a big nose. I'm gonna go in with this Luxie 249 brush that's like double-ended that I got from my Ipsy bag, and just lightly bring in some contour on the sides of my nose. And then I like to do a little bleep bloop right here. I'm right here. You know how some makeup artists are like, oh, I do my eyes first in case of fallout, or like, oh, I do my whole entire face and then I do my eyes. I do a little bit of both. I get to this part of my face and I actually switch over to my eyeballs and then come back in and finish up with my eyebrows and highlight, because that's just how I do things. I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it gets the job done, so. I do have a decent sized eyeball, and so I kind of want to frame that in just a little bit, but I don't want to do a full-blown smoky eye. I tend to use a lot of this color Undone from the Naked 2 Travel palette, because again, I'm too cheap to buy the real deal. And going in with this Elizabeth Mott blending brush, I am just going to tap a little bit of that on the end of it and take that into the outer corner of my eye. And blend, blend, blend. Still blending. It just amazes me how with nice product, a little goes a long way. I love shades that are more pigmented so I can use less of them and then just blend them to high heaven. I pulled it a little further than just the outer corner of my eye and pulled it towards the inner corner a little bit more, so we get kind of that really more elongated C shape instead of just the outer corner. Also, this lighting is horrible. I'm gonna go back in and just pull a little bit of that onto the lid to blend it out even more. So that's a pretty good starting point, yeah? Yeah. So now, because clearly I have this obsession with like travel size stuff because I'm too cheap to buy the full size, I'm gonna go in with the Naked palette and grab the color Crave right here, and using the Sonia Kashuk brush, I don't know what number it is. Again, it's a travel size one. And I'm just going to lightly tap that onto the color, tap off any excess because I just need a little bit of darkening up, and do it in the very, very outer corner of my eye. Just to deepen things up a little bit, I'm gonna blend that out into that first color a little bit so it is nice and subtle. You know what I'm most worried about doing this video? Figuring out if I have a makeup face or not, and like editing afterwards. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. So we are just gonna hope and pray that my face doesn't get weird when I'm doing this. I swear to you, I could spend like 30 minutes blending my eyes, just blending and blending and blending to make sure there are no lines anywhere. In fact, I'm kind of seeing some patchiness up here, and that could be because the products that I'm using aren't mixing well together, or it could be because I just don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take this brush, also from an Ipsy bag. Full disclosure, probably has some makeup on it left over from yesterday, but I'm gonna go ahead and just blend the top of the gray that we've got going on to smooth out that line. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and do the center of my lid, probably with this Manicadar Flawless Finish Dual Powder in C3 Flawless Linen. And using that brush that I was using kind of to blend the outer corner, I'm now gonna tap some of that on there and start placing it on the center of my lid. Not bad. I don't hate it. I mean, I'm kind of okay with how subtle this look is. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this brush from Veramona, and it's a nice, pretty tightly packed brush that I really prefer to use for my under eye. And I'm also gonna go back to that Sonia Kashuk brush and first go in, let's make sure that it's not got that dark color packed on there, and first go in with Undone. Lightly dust that on the lower lash line. Then, taking that Veramona brush that I mentioned before, I'm gonna tap that into Crave and more tightly pack that onto where the lash line actually is. We're gonna get in close for this one. Hi guys. My favorite makeup tools by far are these bad boys. I'm gonna go back in and just kind of soften that up with my finger. Let's move on to the upper lash line. I'm gonna grab this black liner from Lord & Berry, and I'm going to line my upper lash line as close to it as possible and kind of as lightly and gently as possible. Of course, I'm gonna go back in and blend again in just a sec. Let's get this going, shall we? Okay, camera overheated. So I went ahead and blended out the eyeliner on this side, and then taking whatever leftover product I have, and I take it down my lower lash line as well. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and do it on this side as well. And I know you're not supposed to pull your eyelid because it'll cause wrinkles. I know that, but I do it anyways. I'm gonna be that lady walking around in my 70s regretting pulling my eyelid for a YouTube video. But I'm doing it anyways. Also, fun fact, I'm partially blind in this eye, so I can never close this eye fully and like see what I'm doing. I always have to keep this one open a little bit. Why do I want to go back in and blend some more? Because I'm a crazy person. We're feeling good for now. I'm gonna go ahead and stop on the eye. I don't want to go too much darker because I feel like if I ever go for too dark of a smoky eye, it really, really accentuates my dark under eyes, and I hate that. Do I want to do my brows? I kind of don't want to do them today. Kind of over it. Let's go ahead and brush these into place. Now, I did get them microbladed. If you watch my main channel, then you saw that I got them microbladed a while back. And it's held in pretty good, so sometimes I really don't feel the need to do my brows. Of course, as I'm grabbing a brush that I normally use for my brows and seeing if there's any leftover product just to kind of fill this spot in. Freaking fungus gnats, dude. Just a little bit, because I feel like this part probably should have been touched up and I didn't go back in. That do anything? That didn't do anything at all. Great. Then, do I want to highlight my inner eye? Nah, let's leave it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my trusty CoverGirl Lashblast Volume Mascara. I have used this for so many years, and I keep coming back to it. It's just my absolute favorite mascara of all creation, and if someone else has something better, leave it in the comments below, but I've tried a lot. And I always come back to this. I just like it because the tips of my eyelashes are really blonde. So for me, volume's always the issue. Why am I trying to talk while doing mascara? I can never talk while doing mascara. Shut up, Jamie. Do your mascara and then talk. Oh no, I got some on my eyelid. That's the worst. Except for my girlfriend, Chelsea Roach, who also has a YouTube channel. She actually has a makeup channel, which I've learned so much from her. Check her out, please, because she's amazing. I got mascara on my lid, and before I would like freak out and wet my finger and like try to wipe it off, and she's like, no, you wait until it dries, and then you get a spoolie like this, and you like flick it off. Changed my life, guys. See, look at the difference between my lashes right now. Also, this lighting is doing wonders for my under eyes. I just love this mascara so stinking much, and I'm getting mascara all over my lid because I'm talking dramatically. Mascara is my favorite part of makeup. It's just my favorite. So nice. Ooh, if you had to live with only 2 makeup products, what would they be? Tell me in the comments below. I feel like for me, it would be concealer, because, hello, and mascara. I love mascara. It just makes my eyes look so different because those daggone blonde lashes. Okay, so because of course my camera overheated again, I went ahead and just finished up my mascara off camera and got rid of all of the extra mascara flakes. Hold on, thought I did not. And I think I'm the type of person that could probably apply 3 coats of mascara, no problem. Like I would love to just keep applying mascara. It just, for me, makes such a dramatic change on my face, I think. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up with a little bit of highlight, just a wee bit, because I don't want a whole lot. We want a light look, we want something natural, we want something that's not gonna scare the children when they get home from school. So I'm actually gonna grab the Balm Voyage travel palette from the BaLM Cosmetics and go in with this color right here that I'm not even gonna try to say. Let's do this fluffy brush. This one is a Luxie 522 tapered highlighting brush. Just tapping that in there, and I'm going to lightly dust that just on my cheekbones, just a wee bit, for a subtle little glimmer happening up there. Yeah, like you may be able to see it in camera, but I can't see it in person. Maybe I'm gonna go in again, just a little bit more. And then sometimes I carry it up here just a wee bit because, like you saw earlier, I haven't highlighted my brow bone. because I'm just sitting at the house today, so why? Why highlight my brow bone? Maybe because you're doing a YouTube video today, Jamie. Maybe that's the day you highlight your brow bone. And now using my finger, I'm going to just lightly dust a little bit of that on the tip of my nose and carry it up the bridge. And then just blending a little bit with that highlighting brush. So it's not too much. Ooh, and one thing I love to do is highlight my Cupid's bow. I don't know what it is. Makes my itty bitty lips look just a little bit bigger. There is mascara in my eyeball right now, and it's watering. Oh my gosh. Today's not the day. Today is not the day, my friend. You do that on the day when I'm not filming a video, okay? Oh, I'm gonna overdo it. I know I'm gonna overdo it. I'm gonna look at this video later and be like, Jamie, you should have stopped. I just want to go back in because there's some mascara bits. Why do I keep calling them mascara bits? But there's a little bit of mascara on my upper lash line, and all I see is like mascara bits. So I just want to go back in with a touch of that crepe color and kind of go over the top of that just to make it look like it didn't screw up. Because this is a darker eye look, I mean, it's not that dark in the grand scheme of things, but it is a little bit darker. I'm going to go in with more of a nude lip. Today, I'm going to use this Kate Rimmel color in the number 14. Because to be honest, I'm going to forget to apply this later. So I need a nude lip because my lips are going to be nude in about 5 minutes when I go snack on some Doritos. No point in putting on a bold lip when Doritos are calling. Yeah, I'm going back in. I'm going back in because I just want a little bit more. Okay, done. Put it down. I'm going to finish it off with SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primer Water. And because I don't use any sort of heavy setting spray on a normal day, I definitely have my Urban Decay All Nighter that I use on filming days. But for today, I just want it to kind of stay looking like this, but if it starts to fade a little bit, that's okay by me. But I do want it to stay because I put some effort into this. I filmed a whole video, so we want this look to stay. Oh, that tastes awful. Why did I start talking? Just gonna hope that I didn't get too much of that in my hair, because then it's gonna be frizzy. Oh, beauty probs, am I right? So there you have it, guys. My go-to winter look these days. I just love the softness of that gentle gray smoky eye. I mean, I don't even think you can call it a smoky eye. There's just not that much going on. A nice light coverage with the foundation, a nice light conceal, nothing too heavy, nothing too cakey, just enough to make you feel like a normal broad. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's look. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I am not a makeup artist, but I'm a mom who has to have really, really quick makeup looks. And so although this one took me like 30 minutes to do in my day-to-day life, and especially because I never clean my makeup brushes, so there's always leftover product on them, this takes me about 10-15 minutes. So it goes a lot faster when I'm not talking a lot. I'm gonna stop rambling now. So if you guys like this look, or if you want to see more videos like this, just a normal girl trying to figure out her way through this big, crazy makeup world, because I don't know what I'm doing, and my guess is a good majority of you don't either. Let me know in the comments below. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here. I'd love to have you guys stick around for more fun and more rambling, because there's always going to be rambling. That's never going to stop. So if that ain't your thing, I'm sorry. And until next week, bye guys!